In this video, you will learn how to operate the photo analysis camera and transilluminator to take and upload photos of a completed gel run. Begin by preparing the gels for photographing. You will need to remove the gels from the gel trays and place them in a staining tray. This is a delicate process because you don't want to fracture or break the gel when removing it from the gel tray. Once the gels have been moved to the staining tray, set them aside and obtain the transilluminator kit. Begin by carefully removing the contents of the transilluminator kit. This is the transilluminator light box. This device will emit UV light into the gel run sample, which will fluoresce the dye contained in the DNA samples. The completed gel will then be placed on this tray for the UV light to be shown through. This is the light hood used to screen out unwanted light from the photo. The hood also contains a built-in filter assembly. The hood is attached to a pre-programmed digital camera which will be used to photograph the gel samples. Begin by plugging in the power cord into the transilluminator light box and then plugging it into a power supply. Do not turn on the transilluminator yet. Place one of the parafilm sample papers onto the transilluminator light tray, face up, and place the camera and hood assembly over the light box. Turn on the transilluminator. The power switch is located on the front of the unit on the left side. Turn on the camera by pushing the small on-off power button located on the top of the camera. Although the camera is pre-programmed, we will make a few modifications for optimal gel photographs. With the camera and transilluminator both on, use a zoom lever located on top of the camera to focus on the parafilm sample paper shown on the camera display. We will now adjust the shutter speed. This will allow more light to be captured by the camera for more precise photos. With the camera still on, use the control dial on the outside of the function set button. Turn the dial up or down to achieve a shutter time of 15 seconds. Now we will adjust the focus. Begin by pressing the flower MF button located to the left of the function set button and navigate to the manual focus option. Use the dial on the outside of the function set button to set the focus to where you can clearly make out the lettering in the parafilm sample paper. Optimal focus has been found at a little above 20, or about 22 to 23. The camera is now ready to photograph the gels. Turn off the light box and remove the parafilm paper from the gel tray area. Remember not to turn off the camera at this point, otherwise you will need to readjust the settings. To photograph a gel, transfer one of the completed gels from the staining tray to the gel tray area in the transilluminator. Use a spatula to carefully pick up the gel and move it to the gel tray area. Now place the light hood and camera assembly on top of the light box and turn on the transilluminator. You should now be able to see the illuminated gel in the display area of the camera. Verify that the focus is good and that you have a clear picture. Adjust if necessary. When ready, press the shutter button located on top of the camera fully. The screen will temporarily go black while the camera collects the image. The picture will then appear for a moment on the display screen and then return to the live image. Turn off the light box and remove the gel from the gel tray area. Carefully use a spatula to remove the gel in order to avoid scratching or damaging the transilluminator. You may now transfer a new gel to the gel tray area and repeat the steps necessary to photograph the next gel. Make sure you write down the order in which the photos were taken to later identify each team's photo. To review photos taken by the camera, first make sure the camera is still on. Then press the mode button to select playback mode. The mode button is signified by a blue arrow and is located to the right of the display area above the control dial. You can navigate the saved photos by pressing left or right with the scrolling buttons located outside of the function set button. To transfer the saved photos from the camera to a computer, you can plug in the SD card from the camera into your computer or connect the camera directly by using the included USB cable. The SD memory card is located in the battery compartment of the camera. To remove the card, first make sure the camera is off and then open the battery compartment door by pushing the compartment door to the outside. Once the cover is open, locate the memory card. To remove the card, first push down on the card itself. Do not attempt to pull the card out directly. Pushing down first will allow a spring mechanism to release the card and pop it up for easy removal. Take the memory card and plug it into the memory card reader slot on the computer or adapter. The computer should then automatically recognize the memory card and give you options on how to transfer the photos. To transfer photos from the camera using the USB cable, make sure the camera is off and that you have the USB cable from the kit. Find the compartment door on the side of the camera where the mini USB slot is located. Open the cover and plug in the appropriate end of the cable to the USB port. Now take the other, larger end of the USB cable and plug it into the computer. Now press the Mode button on the camera. The Mode button is signified by a blue arrow and is located to the right of the display area above the control dial. The computer should then automatically recognize the camera and give you options on how to transfer the photos.